You feel it, don't you? The weight of a world that doesn't understand you. A storm brews in your chest, quiet, unseen, but relentless. You're not loud. You don't need to be. Your presence alone shifts the air in a room. They call you distant, cold even, but they don't see the fire beneath your silence, the kind that burns without need for applause. You're a Sigma male, and 97% of modern women, they don't hate you. They fear what you reveal. Your existence is a question they can't answer, a mirror they're not ready to face. Why does a man who needs no one unsettle a world that demands everything? Why does your quiet strength feel like a threat to those who crave noise? This isn't about women. This isn't about hate. This is about a truth so raw, it cuts through the chaos of a world gone mad. A truth you've always known, but never spoken. You are the silent storm, and storms don't ask for permission. Picture a man, not the loudest in the room, not the one chasing the spotlight. He's in the shadows, watching, thinking, feeling everything, but revealing nothing. His mind is a labyrinth, a fortress of ideas, built not to impress, but to understand. He doesn't speak to fill silence. He speaks when the world needs to hear. A Sigma male isn't born from chaos. He's forged in it. He's walked through fire, not to prove he can, but because he had no choice. He doesn't need a crowd. He doesn't crave a throne. His power lies in his solitude, in his ability to stand alone, unshaken, while the world screams for his attention. What makes him different? He doesn't play the game, not because he can't win, but because he sees the board for what it is, a trap. And in that refusal, he becomes something rare, something dangerous, a man who answers to no one but himself. She sees you. Across the room, your eyes meet. Hers flicker with curiosity, then unease. You're not like the others. You don't chase. You don't perform. You don't bend to her expectations. And that unsettles her. Modern women are taught to want more attention, more validation, more noise. But you offer none of that. You offer truth, a quiet, unyielding truth. And truth is heavy. It demands courage. It demands accountability. She's used to men who play the game, men who seek her approval, men who wear their hearts like badges. But you're a puzzle she can't solve, a book written in a language she doesn't speak. It's not hate, it's confusion. It's the clash of two worlds, one that demands conformity and one that defies it. Your silence isn't rejection, it's an invitation. But most aren't ready to step into your world. You've felt it, the ache of being alone, not because you're unwanted, but because you choose it. Solitude is your sanctuary, but even sanctuaries have shadows. In the quiet, your mind turns inward. Questions rise like ghosts. Am I enough? Is this path worth the cost? Why do I feel so different? The world tells you to connect, to network, to belong. But belonging feels like chains, a betrayal of the fire in your soul. You're not broken. You're not flawed. You're a man who sees too much, feels too deeply, knows too well the cost of losing himself. The weight of solitude isn't weakness. It's the price of freedom, the burden of a man who refuses to kneel. And in that refusal, you find something sacred, a strength that no one can take. Look around. The world is a machine, a system built to reward compliance. Climb the ladder, chase the title, sell your soul for a corner office. But you see through it. The system isn't freedom. It's a cage with better wallpaper. You don't reject it out of spite. You reject it because you've seen the truth. The ladder leads to a life you don't want. The title comes with strings. The office is a prison for your mind. A Sigma male doesn't follow. He carves his own path, not to be different, but to be honest. This defiance isn't loud. It's quiet. It's the choice to walk away when everyone else is running toward the noise. And that choice, it terrifies those who've bought the lie. Because if you can walk away, what's stopping them? You've seen it in their eyes, that flicker of discomfort, that moment when they realize you're not playing their game. A Sigma male is a mirror. He reflects the world back at itself, not with words, but with his actions, his silence, his refusal to bend. When a woman looks at you, she sees more than a man. She sees her own fears, her own compromises, her own unspoken truths. You don't judge her. You don't need to. Your existence is enough. It asks questions she's not ready to answer. Why does she chase what she doesn't want? Why does she fear the quiet? Why does she need the world's approval when you need none? You intimidate because you're free, and freedom is a weight most can't carry. Not all women turn away. Some see you, really see you, and they're captivated. Your mystery pulls them in. Your silence speaks louder than words. Your strength, quiet, unshakable, feels like a promise. They sense the depth in you, the fire beneath the ice, the man who doesn't need them, but chooses them. And that's the paradox. The Sigma male is desired because he doesn't seek desire. He's loved because he doesn't chase love. But even this comes with a price. To love a Sigma is to walk a narrow path. It demands courage. It demands truth. It demands a woman who can stand in her own power. And those women? They're as rare as you are. Freedom isn't free. You know this better than most. Every choice you make, to walk alone, to defy the system, to guard your soul, comes with a shadow. You've lost connections, opportunities, moments others take for granted. You've watched the world move on, while you stand still, rooted in your truth. The cost is heavy, but so is the reward. Every sacrifice carves you deeper, makes you stronger, shapes you into a man who can look in the mirror and see himself clearly. You don't regret it, but you feel it. The weight of a life lived on your terms. And in that weight, you find meaning, purpose, a fire that never fades. Strength isn't loud. It's not the man who shouts, not the one who demands attention. It's the man who stands in silence, unmoved by the chaos around him. A Sigma male redefines strength, not through dominance, but through discipline, not through control, but through freedom. You don't need to prove yourself. You don't need the world's applause. Your rebellion is quiet. It's the refusal to bow, the choice to live by your code, even when no one understands. This rebellion isn't against others. It's for you. It's the act of claiming your soul in a world that wants to take it. And in that act, you become something greater. A man who doesn't just survive, but thrives. Let's speak plainly. Women don't hate Sigma males. They react to them. And those reactions tell a story. Some feel judged. Your silence feels like a verdict. Your independence feels like a rejection. They don't know how to reach you, and that scares them. Others feel challenged. Your strength forces them to question their own. Your freedom makes them wonder why they've settled for less. And a few, the rare ones, feel inspired. They see in you a spark that lights their own fire. These reactions aren't about you. They're about the stories women carry, the expectations they've internalized, the fears they haven't faced. You don't need to change. You don't need to explain. You just need to be, and let the world sort itself out. Approval is a drug. The world is addicted. Likes, follows, claps, they're the currency of a hollow life. But you're clean. You don't need the world's nod. You don't crave its validation. Why? Because you've walked the path of mastery. You've faced your demons. You've questioned your soul. You've built a life that answers to no one but you. This path isn't easy. It's steep, lonely, but it's yours. Every step you take is a declaration. I am enough. Not because the world says so, but because I know it. And in that knowing, you find peace. A peace no one can take. Solitude isn't your punishment. It's your power. The world fears the quiet, but you thrive in it. In solitude, you hear your own voice. You see your own truth. You become the man you were always meant to be. The Sigma soul is sacred. It's not for everyone. It's not meant to be. It's for those who can carry its weight, who can face its depths, who can love its silence. Embrace it, not as a burden, but as a gift. A rare, beautiful gift that makes you who you are. You are not alone because you're broken. You are alone because you're whole. This is your moment, your awakening. The world will always try to pull you back, to make you smaller, to make you fit. But you were never meant to fit. You were meant to stand apart, to burn brightly. In a world of shadows, lone wolf, your path is yours alone. But it's not empty. It's filled with purpose, with meaning, with the fire of a man who knows who he is. Rise, not for them, not for her, for you. The world doesn't need to understand you. It needs to feel you, your strength, your silence, your truth. This is your call. Answer it. The Sigma male is eternal, not because he seeks immortality, but because he lives in truth. Trends fade, systems crumble, crowds disperse. But the man who stands alone, he endures. Your flame doesn't flicker. It burns steady, quiet, unseen by most, but felt by all. You don't need to be loved. You don't need to be known. You need only to exist as you are, whole, free, unbreakable. The world will always struggle with you, and that's okay, because you were never here to make the world comfortable. You were here to make it think. You've heard the call. You've felt the fire. You've seen the truth. The world will keep spinning. It will keep shouting. It will keep demanding. But you'll keep walking, one step at a time, one truth at a time, one moment of silence in a world that never stops. Your journey isn't over. It's just begun. And every step you take is a step toward the man you were always meant to be. Lone wolf, the path is yours. Walk it, not with fear, not with doubt, but with the quiet, unshakable certainty of a man who knows his worth. Go now. The world is waiting, not to understand you, but to witness you.